If you've ever watched football on television, you've no doubt seen Michele Tafoya. The veteran sportscaster is the new sideline reporter for NBC's Sunday Night Football and a busy working mom who recently took time before game night to talk with iVillage.
What are the challenges, right, for being a woman in a male-dominated profession?
I think the challenges were bigger maybe 10 or 15 years ago when women were first starting to come into this business, and people, not only the interview subjects, the players and the coaches, didn't know what to make of you or if you knew what you were talking about, but neither did the audience. You really had to be, from the get-go, if you wanted to get anywhere, you had to be prepared. You couldn't miss anything because people were looking for that minute you missed something or mispronounced a name or one
mistake,
anything.
Credibility out the door.
Yes, and they would jump on you. You have to be realistic. You can't be too idealistic about, you just have to gather the reality of this is what my job is and I better be good at it, and no one's going to make any excuses for me and I can't make any for myself, so go be good at it, and if you're not, then you reap what you sow.
You said it was worse probably 10 or 15 years ago.
So
do you think it's gotten better? Still though, there must be that credibility issue for any woman who wants to go out there and do what you do, right?
I think so, and I think sadly there's been a little bit of a regression in that I've talked to other women in my field who have done great things with their careers, and we talk about how 10 years ago you didn't want to look overly feminine and you didn't want to dress too nicely because you wanted to be taken seriously. Well, now it's sort of swung the other direction, and a lot of people in our jobs or vying for our jobs are really maximizing their femininity, which is not a bad thing unless it's the only thing you've got and that's why you're there.
What advice would you have for any woman who wants to go be the next Michele Tafoya on the sidelines for Sunday Night Football?
I would say you've got to understand that there's no one way, no one formula to getting there. Everyone says, well, where did you go to school? What did you study? And then where did you start? And it's not a formula. I took a very strange route to getting here, but my gut just kept telling me to do it, and I finally listened to myself and trusted myself and said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go do it. You have to trust your own instincts and really be okay with that, because it's very easy to let other people try to mold you, and if it's uncomfortable, don't let it happen. And then I would just say tenacity. You've got to work really hard, really hard, and a long time to get somewhere. So if you're willing to do those things and not have a social life for most of your 20s and 30s.
Live out of a suitcase.
Yeah, live out of a suitcase, then you're golden.
Right, exactly. Michele Tafoya, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a pleasure.
Likewise.
A real treat.